hear from somebody. You're hearing it right now from somebody you're never going to hear it from me. I'm not the typical person. I'm not the typical, person, that's going to tell you this. I'm a unique individual, and I'm going to tell you the way it actually is. And if it happens to be negative, there's not really positive that I have to say on this. If I can't communicate with my own people, there's nothing positive about that. I could tell you, I could sugarcoat it and tell you, a really nice story. But there aren't really any to tell you right now. Far and few between where I meet actual open-minded people. There's occasions out there where I meet open-minded Asian people that will understand my plight, but not too many. Okay, we're running into part 4 of this talk show. Now it's gone into 31 minutes, so I might as well just make another part into it. You might be listening to all this, and it might be new to you, or some of it might actually make sense to you. Now, obviously, I'm talking about my own people. So what reason would I have to actually be positive or say everything's great when it isn't? For those of you that are motivational speakers or whatever, you're going to preach to me about law of attraction. There's a lot of intense criticism. You go on Wikipedia, there's criticism from its own people about that, to have positive energy. You're going to sit there and tell me to be positive. Well, there's criticism out there that's going to be opposing view to you. Now, I don't want to get into all that because I'm not really wanting to focus on that because, the restaurants are pretty much, if somebody that has no experience, little to no experience running a restaurant, and think they can do a better job than them, I could easily do a better job than these restaurant owners. Their customer service, and I used to be a mystery shopper, so I know somewhat of what I'm talking about. Their customer service is bad. You wanted to struggling with your own people and not be able to communicate with them. It's terrible. And having an opinion and not be able to communicate, converse with your own people. Like how I'm talking now, I couldn't talk to the people in the restaurant because they don't speak a word of English, and I'm gonna have to. I can't learn Chinese overnight, and they can't learn English overnight. Now, but they're living in this country, so they might want to try a little bit harder to learn the English language, and I'm going to have to put in some effort to learn the Chinese language. But I don't have very much occasion to speak it since I don't hang around with my own people. I actually happen to think society is very ignorant and oblivious, and they don't even know something as simple as, well, I'd put it this way, rudimentary, because this can be very rudimentary to somebody that's very knowledgeable to the Asian culture. You're hearing it from me. You better be glad I'm sitting here revealing this insight to you so you can be a better person in the process. Because you know what? If I wasn't telling you this, nobody else would. Do you see this on the news? Do you see this out in anywhere else? CNN, wherever, any talk show? No, you don't hear this. But I'm telling you right now what's happening, the reality of it. There's a lot of cultures I found that a lot of people don't speak their own language. It's not the Asian culture. I happen to be talking about it because, you know, I'm picking a topic. You know, I'm not Greek, or I'm not black, and I'm not Hispanic, so I don't have as much knowledge about the culture as I do the Asian culture. And because I'm pointing the finger at the Asian culture, doesn't mean I'm focusing just on them, that it's all bad with them. But as much as you think the Asian culture, the Chinese people are very hardworking and blah blah blah, whatever you hear, well, you know, you're hearing it from an Asian, you know, Chinese person. That's not necessarily true. There's a lot of lazy people out there. There you go again with the stereotypes. You think you know it all because of a stereotype, but you don't. Let me clue you in. You don't. Okay. All right.